Get the camera. Bonjour, viewers.
Welcome, Gearheads, Gear Chicks, and Gear Kids. Season 2, episode number 2 here for the Vetting Customs Full Throttle Podcast. Wanted to go over a couple topics today with you guys. I got a couple notes here, some things that we could talk about. Looking at it, just news around the area. We got some motorsports subjects we'll talk about, and then just some subjects that kind of were on my mind, kind of on other people's mind, just some stuff to take up some time here. So I guess if you guys want to get into number one, we could get into number one, right? So first topic I got today is kind of something that I thought about too. Should schools push more tech and trade schools to the young kids?
Yes, hands down.
Yeah. Why would you say that, Matt?
Because them are real life experiences that they're dealing with every day.
Right.
I mean, I'm not saying that everybody's got to go and use their hands to make a living, but the amount of people that don't know how to change a tire or change a light bulb.
Yeah, check their own oil.
Check the oil. That's just, in the automotive world. I mean, around the house too. You got something that goes wrong, they're immediately on the phone trying to call somebody to help them. And it's because they're calling somebody who had that trade school type thing.
Yeah.
It's real life experiences that they're being taught, in my opinion.
I agree. What do you guys think?
I agree too.
Yeah.
You can tell that they're not pushing it in schools by the type of kids we get working for us,
Yeah, I was
not
going to say
necessarily here, but like other jobs. The kids coming in feel entitled and they should get paid more than what they're worth. Like, I don't know. When I first started working, you had to shovel shit,
Yeah. You started here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To work your way up to here.
Yeah, and the kids feel coming today and they feel like they're up here. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, and it all starts at school. Like,
Yep.
I learned a lot of stuff in the small engines class and the metal fab class I had. I mean, that's what I'm doing now.
Yeah. Woodworking,
It's a little hard.
I do.
Yeah. All of that stuff. I'll agree with you. The kids come in here and right away they want to pull motors and do all the fun stuff and the stuff that the guys with experience are doing, and they don't understand that. I guess myself being raised old school, and being young and starting sweeping floors and washing vehicles and cleaning the shop and cleaning up after the senior techs. That's the way I was raised, and that's the way I run the shop around here. I know, and a lot of you guys agree with me that that's the way we start out the program, and we make the YAs and the young kids earn their time here and earn the respect from the other guys and work their way up. I just feel that that's one of the ways to help, I guess, mold a good employee. You know what I'm saying?
Well, their hard work gets rewarded by being able to do those bigger jobs as they progress.
Yeah. So
You
You're
can tell.
working towards something.
yeah.
You can tell a lot about a kid by just how they sweep the floor.
Yeah.
I've had some kids where they sweep the floor and you can tell right exactly where they swept.
Yeah.
They don't beat the broom off. I mean, simple things like,
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, that should be taught in shop class. at school,
Class. Yeah. Yeah. I'm right there with you. So
Or at home. Spending time with your kids at home and not in front of the damn TV or computer.
yeah, put the video games down and take the tablets away and get outside and build some forts and some bike ramps and skin your knees and knock your front teeth out and build some forts. That cool stuff that we all did back in the day. As for my opinion on it, yeah, I think more kids should get involved in the tech programs, the tech ed programs in their high schools. I know, Keith, you were in an intro to engineering class, which was really cool. You guys built them go-karts and you ran them at Road America on the track, and I thought that was a fantastic program. I came out there and helped you guys out and came and was a spectator. I know after the first round, that one day for that class, we loaded your cart back up in my truck and brought it here, and a bunch of your team members came here and you guys fine-tuned and tweaked some stuff, so you had a better chance at making some consistent laps there at Road America. And I thought that program was huge for them kids to have that hands-on experience out there at the track. I know Marcella's in a woods program at school. She's building a chair, and this is whether you're a boy or a girl, you should get involved in that stuff early on. It's stuff you're going to need throughout your whole life. It's never going to be wasted knowledge. And then, if you're interested in it in high school, go ahead and pursue a career in that after a good tech school. NWTC has a hell of a program up there. We go up to their car show, and just to walk through that building and check that out, it's amazing the equipment they got there for them kids. And I'm not just saying automotive related. I'm saying go be an electrician, go be a plumber,
HVAC,
heating and cooling, even getting into trades of being a carpenter. There's such a need for that stuff and such a shortage, and people make good money with a 2-year degree.
Like I was telling Andrew, I notice weird things like this when I'm driving, but a lot of the people that live out in the country, you need kind of decent money to buy a house out in the country, right? Look and see what type of vehicles are in their driveway.
Right.
It's either a electrician's van or all-day Honda truck, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And you can get them classes really easy, LTC, NWTC, like you said,
Yeah, it's cool. You got any input on that? You're just out of high school, 2 years now, and you are going to a tech school. You're not pursuing, I would say, a tech trade, but your graphic design thing is still a needed thing. A career that I feel out there. So you're pursuing something, and you're going to I know they don't call it Lakeshore Technical College anymore. It's Lakeshore College, but it's a 2-year degree, and I think you'll benefit well from it. So you got any input on that subject, Keith?
Yeah, I would agree with all three of you. Even if these kids aren't interested in it, I believe they should still try it, because it teaches hard work ethic and, attention to detail, which is stuff you can apply at any job. And, who knows, maybe you do like it once you try it. But, yeah, either way, you can use it for anything.
Yeah, I would say you can get a taste of it before you go spend the money on it in college. You can actually try it for free in high school.
Yeah.
Go ahead and try it. If you like it, pursue it for a 2-year tech degree, or that's your time to figure out something else you want to do in life, before you waste the money on college. You see so many kids go to college and they're switching majors and they don't know what the hell they're doing. Well, try to get it figured out before you go there, so you're not wasting your time and you can get out in the workforce and start making some real money.
Or going to college for a degree that doesn't have any jobs when you get out.
Yeah.
That happens.
That too. Yeah, I see that quite a lot. They sit and wait for somebody to contact them after they're done with school, because there are no positions open,
Right.
Or it's hard to get a job in whatever they went for. So
Yeah,
every house is going to always need plumbing, electrical,
Yep.
HVAC.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to build it.
Somebody that
Exactly.
built it. Yeah.
Someone's got to pour the concrete.
You had touched on Marcella is in a woods class. She's in what, 6th grade?
No, she's in 8th grade.
I'm getting old here.
Yeah. Lindsay's in 5th grade.
Yeah, so that's even before high school. They got their stuff going on. That's cool. I didn't know that they did such a thing.
Yeah.
But the stuff in the trades, like that stuff, is you're working on tangible things. You get to be proud of it, hold it in your hand, and do that stuff.
Yeah.
No offense to what Keith's doing, but yeah, I can look at a computer screen and be like, yeah, okay, somebody did that, but I can hold this chair in my hand in her case and be like, I can sit my ass in here and watch TV.
Yep.
That's neat.
Yeah. So I guess we'll roll into the second subject I got, because it's kind of piggybacking off of what we just talked about. Why is there such a technician shortage, not only in our automotive field, but I would say if we wanted to touch on electricians, plumbers, HVAC guys, do you guys feel that the shortage is because they're not pushing this stuff in high school and the guidance counselors aren't, suggesting it more to these kids and giving it an option? And have we as a society accepted that you have to go to a 4-year school to be something in your life? I have this fear that that's what's pushed in the schools, or is it just because of have kids changed nowadays? I guess are kids more social media, video games, so you guys kind of put your 2 cents in it. I'll add into it. I kind of feel that way. I feel like it's the video games, it's the social media. I can be a YouTuber when I grow up versus
reality.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say.
I don't want to put anybody down for pursuing their dreams, because you can be anything you want in life as long as you apply yourself hard and give 110%, I always say. So I don't want to be down on that, but like you said, Matt, in reality, you can always fall back on something like that and do it on the side, but you still need kind of a job, I guess, so what do you guys think on that whole subject? Why is there such a shortage of techs? And
I agree with you with the technology thing. Also, what I hit on before, nobody wants to go and get their hands dirty for base pay anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, we had a tech leave here for more money, but he's going to sit behind a desk and not learn anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's the issue right there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe his parents should have spanked his ass more. I don't know. That's.
Yeah. I like how Chris puts input in. He just says it how it is.
Well, the problem is I sit behind a desk.
You get out there, though.
Parents should have spanked you.
No, I didn't need any more of that.
What do you think? You got any insight on that, Matt?
Sure.
Let her fly.
I think that a lot of the stuff is being pushed away and more towards a 4-year college because that's how you get ahead in this world. People say that.
Son of a bitch.
I guess you didn't go to a 4-year school and I can't pay my bills. I don't know.
Just flip that switch a couple times.
Is that how it works?
We got to move around and
There it is.
I don't get it because we're moving around in here enough. I guess give me your 2 cents, Matt. How do you feel about the technician shortage? I know Chris had some good points. I had some good points. What do you feel like on this whole deal?
A lot of the stuff is being pushed to the 4-year because that's how, guidance counselors, and no offense to them, they're trying to set up everybody for the future and what their likes and dislikes are. And you and Chris both touched on that it starts in school, but I think it starts a little deeper than that. It starts at home. I mean, I got a little guy, he don't want to be anything if he's out by me, he don't want to do anything in the house. Go outside. We got this to work on. We got this to work on. Let's look at that sort of stuff. The camper for him is huge. I know he ain't going to be able to sit still and sit in front of a computer and do whatever or video games or anything like that right now.
Yeah.
It may change down the road, but that's his deal. But the bigger thing that I see is that those people who are not or who are going into the careers of the trades are following a family history.
Yeah. Yeah.
We do work for an electrician company that they got 3 generations in the same company.
Yeah,
and they're not the owner.
It's usually Grandpa did it and
Grandpa
Dad did it.
Right. How we all got started in this godforsaken industry. But,
Andrew wants to do whatever I'm doing.
Right.
Work with
but that should be, for me, I look at it as a damn it, kid, don't do what I did because it's not the best way to make money, but it is a good way to make money. It is a good way to make a living because you have that satisfaction. But us as parents have shown them that that's okay.
Yeah.
So we did good there.
Yeah.
I keep trying to tell my kids, do better than what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want you to be more successful than me. That's why.
That's because you want them to take care of you when you're old.
Well, hell yeah. That's always got my
Daytona, you hear that?
Yeah. Well, no, I read about that a lot. There's a lot of little things that come up on TikTok that, they say a father and a dad is the only person in a kid's life that will cheer louder for them than anybody else because they want them to be better than what they are themselves, and I guess that's one thing that, like Chris said, I'm the same way. I know a lot of people in this world. Do I cheer for everybody? Yes. Do I want everybody to win? Yes. Is life hard? Yes. So I guess when you got a good cheering section behind you, people can win, and I'm always willing to help people. But there's 4 people in this world that I want to be better than me, and there's only 4 people in this world that I want to be better than me, and that's Keith, John, Marcella, and Lindsay. And that's just human nature. You want your kids to be better than you are.
Chop liver.
So yeah. I guess to get into it a little more, they're my friends. I want them to get up to my level, but stay at the same level. I mean, don't.
You just want better for your kids.
Yeah, you want
Like
better
you said,
for your
that's human
kids.
nature.
So,
I mean,
yeah.
my dad wanted the same. His dad wanted the same for him. My mom's dad, all of it. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
And let's face it, those people, your grandparents, they worked a hell of a lot harder than what we have to make a living.
Times were harder back then, you know.
They didn't have Google.
Yep. Yeah. You had to read an actual paper
What's
map
that
to
new
get
thing
somewhere.
that they got?
ChatGPT.
Chat GTP or whatever it is.
Yeah.
What do you got? This is interesting. They have input from you on.
Yeah, why do we got a tech shortage? Why can't we find any automotive technicians?
When you were in school, how many people wanted to go and work with their hands?
Not many, but I mean, I don't got my own kids to influence, but I can encourage some of the other kids younger than me to do some of these. I don't believe they're pushing 4-year colleges. I believe it's some kids just don't want to try it. They have programs where you can go to the colleges and tour the campuses and stuff. But I feel the 4-year people, these kids, they want the parties and the sports teams, and the tech colleges don't offer that, which is exciting. But I mean, you gotta go to these tech schools, you know. And
yeah, I guess like you said, Keith, there's a maturing process as a young man or a young girl that you have to put that stuff aside that you just mentioned and look at your future. And 10 years down the road, where do you want to be? Do you want to be partying at college in a frat house, or do you want to be out in the workforce making money, being able to go out and buy a duplex, live in one side, rent the other side out? Once it's paid down so far, go buy another duplex, rent both sides out, then go do the same thing in another. And I mean, you're building yourself self-worth. You're building yourself something that, you know.
I don't know if I could handle having a college party anymore. I'm getting old.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Well, I have one every night.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear about you and the college girls.
Yeah. But
I want to say one more thing on this. I've learned, I shouldn't say I was taught, but I've learned to do the job that nobody else wants to do, because that will get you farther than anything. Nobody wants to sweep the floor. Oh, I swear to God, I'm the only one that sweeps around here.
I know.
You know.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't care.
I don't care.
The job's a job.
Yeah.
No matter what job I've ever had in my life, I'm 110%.
Yep.
And that's why when I start a job within a year, I'm usually a supervisor or a manager, because I'm willing to do all the shit that nobody else wants to.
All the bullshit. Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like,
And that's one of the things that you earn other employees' respect.
Right.
You know what I mean? As you do that
or they
stuff.
call you a brown nose.
Yeah. Get your knee pads out, you know.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, it's got to be done, you know.
The
And brown noser or ass kisser doesn't matter. You're the person that's going to move up the chain, because that's what you're ranked on and rated on come time for performance reviews or raises. When I go sit in that room, if I got a guy in there that does the things that you mentioned, the bullshit work, walks through the shop, picks up garbage, takes out trash, does the bullshit jobs, that's the guy that I see, hey, he gives a shit about this place. And he's going to move up faster. And then the other ones are just going to sit there and go, well, why is that guy moving up the chain so fast? Well, just open your fucking eyes a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know,
well, them are the same people we talked about that feel like they're entitled and didn't work their way up and start with the bullshit jobs.
Yeah. You got to be willing to start at a place and be able to do anything and everything and prove yourself, you know. So,
You know, how many stories have you heard about NASCAR crew chiefs? They started at the race team sweeping the floor. Tons of stories like that.
Yep.
two things that stick in my mind with that is, one is you treat the janitor with the same respect you do the owner or CEO. And the second one is the more you learn, the more you earn.
Yeah.
I was taught that a long, long time ago.
Yeah.
And
You got to
knowledge is one thing that whether the company closes or you move on to a different job or anything like that, you have that. They can't take that away from you.
Yep. That's what sets you aside from the guy standing next to you, you know. So
I don't have any
For
college degrees.
yeah.
I just think about it. If somebody else knew how to set up the machine, you would feel more disposable than what you do
Yeah.
at your last job, you know. That's just the way it is. Somebody else can come in and take my position because there's other people that know how to do it. Well, I also know how to do X, Y, and Z. This guy only knows how to do X. Who are they going to get rid of if they need to have something done, and performance reviews and all that stuff adds up to that.
And then you got the guy that only knows how to do X to C, And he's out there tripping in the park.
Or
I
over
was taught from one of my managers, you should be, if you're a manager or a supervisor or whatever, you should be able to manage your company from the golf course. Some people look at that and be like, what? It sounds stupid. So the way I've always managed is I want everybody to know everything. So if someone calls in sick, boom, we have a backup.
You got a coverage. And it's a good point because around here, I feel that we have that. If one piece of the puzzle is sick or out for the day, there's a lot of people that can step in and cover that part, or somebody can cover the other part. Needless to say, that position is covered for that day because we have other people that know everything around here, and I'm proud of that. I'm also proud that if I wanted to go sit on the beach with an umbrella drink, I could with confidence, knowing that the people that I have here are taking care of what needs to be done, which I will say allows me to get out in the excavator, get out in the dozer, and take some more jobs on, knowing that this place is ran while I'm not here. So I guess moving on, I think we can move on from that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanna throw in a new segment.
I don't like new.
Yeah, just be like a new segment. We're gonna call it the Full Throttle Focus. So we're gonna talk about.
This is Full Throttle, yeah.
We're gonna talk about motorsports related things that are happening kind of in the industry, different products coming out. So we'll pick a couple of them, and then we'll add in what we used to with the Facebook viewers would give us some subjects. So we didn't get any for this week. We'll throw that in next week, but this segment we're going to call Full Throttle Focus. And our first subject I kind of wanted to talk about, I was scrolling through TikTok, scrolling through Facebook. Cletus McFarland, he broke the quarter-mile speed record on radial tires. He's got a 69 Camaro, nicknamed it the Eagle. He ended up running 257 miles an hour, 257.14 to be exact, at 5.772 ET.
Not bad for a YouTuber.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he even drives a NASCAR. Well,
Yeah, he's in one of them series, right? One of the traveling series, ARCA. Yeah, he owns the drag strip down there in Bradenton, Florida, and does a lot of crazy stuff like us guys do. So I guess we could say he's kind of an influencer for all of us. Kind of one of the things that's cool to see a guy like him, hands-on guy, works on his own shit, has a good team behind him to go do that. Yeah, pretty neat.
it's a badass looking car.
It's a cool car. Yeah, he was hauling the mail. Yeah.
Never seen it.
No.
Get with the times.
Yeah, get with the times, dude.
Well, you have to rewatch the podcast when Justin pops up a picture.
Yeah, I put a picture in there and zoom in, throw something in there, a little video clip maybe. Next one I have is, I know we're all kind of into racing and we like the motorsports thing. The NASCAR chase is winding down here, and we got 4 drivers left. Denny Hamlin, Chase Briscoe, William Byron, and Kyle Larson. It looks like it's a Hendrick versus Gibbs showdown, 2 drivers from each team. I kind of wanted to go around the table and who you got? Who you guys picking to win it?
I would like to point out something before we make picks. 3 out of the 4 guys are dirt guys.
Yeah, it's true. Yep.
Briscoe, Larson, and maybe not Byron.
Byron, I don't think. Yeah, so it'll be 2 for sure.
Yeah.
Hamlin and Byron are.
Byron started with video games.
Yeah, he was a iRacing guy. So.
Dirt car. God damn it!
You just moved.
Yeah, I know.
Throw your hat up in the air. Tell somebody to come in so you can see how you're wiping your ass.
Can we put that in the
Let's
podcast?
see if the paper's clean, right?
Fuck, I've been in here for 10 minutes.
You probably had to cut off twice.
So yeah, we got 2 dirt guys, 2 asphalt guys in there. Briscoe, Larson, dirt guys. Hamlin, Byron, asphalt, iRacing guy. Anybody got any predictions on who's gonna win it? I'm gonna go with number 5 too, Kyle Larson. I'd like to see him win it again. I think that guy can.
Any of the guys are.
When the best race car driver in the world says that he's the best race car driver in the world, Tony Stewart said Larson's the best. So, I mean,
Yeah.
how can you argue with Tony Stewart?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Well, from what I've heard back in the day, if you argue with him, he'd punch you.
got probably. Yeah. Yeah. Who you picking?
I can't disagree with Kyle Larson.
Yeah.
I hope either him or Briscoe wins, like I said.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, one of the two dirt guys. Has Briscoe ever won it?
No.
I would cheer for him too.
Or Byron.
Yeah.
I don't think Byron.
Who were the four?
Denny Hamlin, Chase Briscoe, William Byron, and Kyle Larson.
Isn't one of them guys like been in the NASCAR forever?
Yeah.
Hamlin.
Danny?
Yeah.
Hamlin.
He has a bunch of second place.
Did he race with Earnhardt that long ago?
I don't think
Junior,
so.
though.
Junior, not the old
Well,
man.
Junior.
Junior
Yeah.
raced.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Junior.
and I think he raced against Jeff Gordon too, right?
And Harvick and them guys. Yeah.
Jesus.
Probably Tony Stewart.
Hamlin's due. I mean, he's going to be like Mark Martin if he doesn't
Mm-hmm.
win one soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dan Marino.
He played for the Dolphins.
Yeah.
I'm with you guys, though. I mean, I'd like a dirt guy to win. And I guess now looking at it, Larson's got one already.
Let Briscoe.
I let Briscoe get one. I
But
mean,
he's-
yeah. Yeah.
Chevy.
I am too. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be hard to beat a Hendrick team. I really think so.
I didn't even know they ran Toyotas in NASCAR.
For years.
For real?
Serious as a heart attack.
We'll let him out of this segment.
I've been here longer than you.
So another rumor I hear, guys were talking about it today in the shop. Chris informed me, so we kind of did some research here, and sounds like GM is developing a 8.3 liter Duramax motor, codenamed Megamax. It's speculated to have 600 horsepower and 1,200 foot-pounds of torque. It's built for heavy-duty trucks to compete with the other manufacturers, not light-duty trucks. And it may arrive in 2026 or 2027. That's a hell of a motor. 8.3.
The murder rock.
Drop that in S10.
Oh.
Yeah.
Coyote Whitey.
Yeah.
It's a new color.
That would
I'd
cry.
be sitting on it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's gonna be one of them things that comes out. It's finally cool to see like GM doing the stuff that Mopar and Dodge was doing with the high horsepower muscle car stuff.
Right, but they're only putting in the heavy duty.
It's nice to see the EV stuff is backing off a little bit, and these big car companies are starting to do some stuff where there's more horsepower, more torque,
Yeah.
you know.
Somebody just went to California and they were saying that like everything's electric there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
Screw that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
I'll back you on that one.
That
Screw
place
that.
needs to fall into the ocean. Just saying.
Yeah.
They got a couple good things.
What?
Well,
Exactly.
PowerPoint exam.
AAA came out of there.
Who's that?
AAA is Southern California. They sponsor all the top fuel cars.
Lane.
What does AAA stand for?
Oh, I don't remember. I'm old.
Always about ass.
Sure.
Remember? You probably remember. I don't know if these two were.
His wouldn't be AAA then. It would be AAMA. All about male ass.
Jesus Christ.
Don't touch mine.
Yeah. I know.
I did, motherfucker.
And they're pinching all the time, giving you finger blasts.
You wish I did.
Remember in the these guys probably don't get it, but in the mail, AAA used to send you shit, and you'd always get that shiny sticker with it.
Yeah.
I had them on every.
Yeah, put it in your car window.
Mom would be like, "Hey, we got another AAA, but it's mine."
Yeah. So I guess that's the end of our full throttle focus. I just had them 3 subjects we could kind of touch base on. Kind of wanted to go around the table today and talk about, get everybody's input here about the things that are going on with the shop and the business, and talk about detailing, Chris's metalwork. Matt can go over the projects the techs have been working on to kind of get our viewers to fully understand what happens under this roof. And there's a lot of things that happen under this roof, so I guess we'll touch on it throughout all these episodes. But Keith, you want to start off with what you had today? I mean, I know you detailed 2 semis here for me as a customer. One that we just put on the road, one that we're selling since we got the new one done, kind of updating trucks here. And then just go over, what we do for detailing cars, SUVs, trucks, and our pricing.
Yeah. So with the semis, I went through both inside blew them out, vacuumed the carpeting, wiped down and scrubbed door panels in the dash, put a UV protectant with our VPR on them, and leather conditioned the seats. And then the one we're selling got a hand wash with a hand polish on all the stainless steel components to clean them up a little bit. And yeah, that was it for that.
Well, and then Johnny went through all the wheels. He did high speed buffing. I believe he does three steps, cut, color, and then he does a sick rigs on a wool flannel white buff to kind of bring out that shine. And then with the sick rigs polish, there's a sealant and a wax in there that kind of helps them last a little bit. I know he does, him and yourself do some sanding if it needs sanding, and pitting needed taken out of the aluminum to make it shine better. But on these trucks, it was just the aluminum was in a good enough condition that you guys could just cut, color, and then a final sick rigs buff. So kind of touch base for me, Keith, on you throughout our Facebook, you've done a lot of detailing projects around here and you do very well on them. I wanted to give you the opportunity to kind of go through your price that we set on cars, SUVs, and full-size pickup trucks.
Yeah, so I have the full-size detailed pricing here. We have 3 different categories that we separated into. Cars is $215. And then we have mid-size SUVs, which are $245. And then full-size trucks and SUVs, which are $275. Them all don't include tax, so tax would be included with those. And then with the polishes we were talking about, these are $20 a piece, these 2 in the middle, which is a hand polish. Both hand polishes, aggressive and fine. So
Yep. So Keith, when I bring in my car, my SUV, my truck, what am I getting for them prices? Let's say I come in here with my full-size Dodge pickup truck and I'm going to pay you $275. What am I all getting included in that $275?
yeah, I'll go through what I have here, all included in our description that we feed to the customer. But pressure wash vehicle, foam soap and hand wash, rims and tires, wheel wells, hand dry with premium microfiber towels, tire dressing on all tires, bug removal, ceramic spray detailer on it, wipe down all door jambs, wipe down all interior plastics, carpets and seats, compartments vacuum, spot clean, stains as needed, glass clean all windows, UV protectant on the dash, and a leather conditioner on the leather seats.
Okay. And then, going into that in a little more detail, you can do add-ons, correct? I mean, you can have your engine degreased, you can have your engine bay detailed, we can wash the inside of your pickup truck box. I know there's, you guys offer the hand polishing, high-speed polishing. There's an upcharge for that stuff. And I know you've had a couple where, pet hair is just crazy in there and it's taken you hours
like my
to get, to get pet hair out. So go over a couple of them things quick for us. So our viewers can get a full package, what they're going to get if they want to add that stuff on also.
Yeah, so if you add on the interior carpet and shampoo, that would be $75. Go through everything with the seats, carpet, get all the stains out. And then an engine bay, degrease, pressure wash, blow dry. Then we put on a Bam Shine after that. That's also $75. Then we have an underbody flush and degrease that we offer. Also $75. Makes it pretty easy to remember. And then aluminum wheel polishing using the Sick Rigs products we talked about. Just hand polish, $30 a wheel.
Okay. Awesome.
$75 for an engine bay. That's pretty good.
Yeah. He does a good job. I've always told him throughout the years I've been hard on him, and it's showing that I've been hard on him because he's very fussy like I am, and he wants to do things right. And when I bring in my stuff and he impresses me, I'm very hard to impress. I pick shit apart all the time, as you guys know.
Never seen it.
Yeah. He does very well. I will say he does a great job, and I trust him to do that stuff. So I guess if we want to move along.
I don't know.
So Chris, you got some stuff here too for us. I know you've been doing a lot of plasma cutting. You've been doing a lot of fab work over on that side of the shop, cutting some custom grills, signs, trophies. Go through some of that stuff for the viewers too on what you've been working on, what you've been doing. I mean, it's cool. There's some cool shit you've been doing. So
I'll start with the tractor we did for your neighbor there.
Yeah.
So we had a cylinder go out for this, what is that, the parking or?
I think on that tractor backhoe, in transit, it's like a safety latch so the boom doesn't fall down. I know there was an expensive solenoid that it needed to be replaced, and you ended up making a manual
Yep.
locking mechanism. So
Yeah, I just made a lever that you pull on it and it lifts it up, and then he puts the boom out, and you can get off and unpin it, and then you can
do his work. Yeah.
hook it back up and lock her tight and put her on a trailer.
Yeah. And I think by doing that was, correct me if I'm wrong, it was about half of the price of this new cylinder that we needed. I mean, when we got the quote from the place in Green Bay to replace the cylinder because it's a non-rebuildable part, it was crazy what they wanted for that. And I know you ended up building that latch setup and it turned out really nice. I checked it out the other day. Looks good. Looks really good.
Yeah.
A little brass knuckle look you do.
Yeah, I know that was the biggest thing. If you wanted something for him to grab on, not just a piece of flap.
Yeah.
I mean, I made it for Chad's hand.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, like we did those shackles on that trailer recently. I just made a custom grill.
Well, let's touch on a trailer quick though. That guy, he hauls heavy with that trailer.
Yeah.
And
He was having problems with
the factory stuff that we always kept getting was tearing out because of the flex and what he was doing. And we made ours out of what, 1/4 inch plate?
Yep.
Opposed to
I think it was
They were like
316.
316.
Yeah.
So I mean, a little heavier duty, and he's been happy with
And I
it.
put more meat around the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Made it
T-bone?
wider and taller. And he got all excited when I said meat.
No, I want a T-bone. I'm hungry.
It was like more meat.
And more meat.
I hate you.
He got Give Her by the River put on there, custom logo. We can put custom logos in the grill top itself, but he didn't want that.
It just says BBQ.
Yeah, this has the stock barbecue on there.
It has a camping group logo on it. Turned out really
Yep.
well.
Yeah, look good. Yep.
And if you would like something like a custom grill made or anything custom, see SEEHAVER at beddingcustoms.com. You can get a hold of me there. I will help you through everything that you need, like what we can and can't do, which the can't do list is like this big. The can is
Yeah.
you can pretty much make anything here.
Now to touch on that, you can create a logo if they want.
Sure, I can create a logo.
Where mine was, I had a logo, I just sent it to you.
Yep.
And that worked out.
Yep, I can either, if you don't have a good image of your logo, I can redraw it for a small fee. I can create the logo for you. I've created probably 100 logos.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been working on some bottle openers. I've been cutting. I don't like the waste steel. It comes from my background in manufacturing. Not wasting any steel. So I've been out of our scrap. I've been cutting bottle openers. If you name it, we can put it on a bottle opener too. Like I made some Cummins ones, some Duramax, Ford, Chevy.
Yeah.
You got to get one that says "fuck it" one more.
We got the F-bomb there.
Yeah. We make them. I think Keith's posting those for sale.
Mhm.
He hasn't already.
I have some pictures.
The latest thing that we just put on Facebook, or I don't remember where we all
Yeah,
posted, is
Facebook is it for now.
the gas tank bottle holders for your welder or your plasma cutter or whatever. You can slide it right over the tank, and it's got 4 hooks on it with holes in them. You can hang your helmet, your gloves, your plier, your whelpers, clamps, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Matt's dildo.
Why do I got a dildo?
I've seen it in your toolbox.
You lie.
That's right. I believe it was in one of our episodes.
Yeah.
Made a guest appearance.
It's not a dildo. That's a shit
If you
candle.
want to like show off your dildo, you can hang that on there.
What
Yeah.
about a coffee cup?
We can make a coffee cup.
Yeah, we haven't got that far, but we were thinking about
That is one of the next things I'm going to do.
doing some add-ons.
Or a beer holder?
Cell phone holder would be a good one for on the welding bottle, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even like with a magnet on it to stick on a toolbox or
Yeah. Yeah.
so who knows.
Yeah.
Wedding gifts. Everybody goes to weddings.
Mm-hmm.
You never know what to get the damn people because
Yeah. Get them a grill. Get them a grill.
Get him a grill.
well, not just that.
You could custom put your name in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've made a lot of them with the monogram with like, say it was for me and Laura. It would have a big S with Sea Haber in it and it'd have the established date.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Sure.
I've made a ton of them.
Yeah.
Two rings that are hooked together. Can you
Yeah.
do that?
Yeah.
Cock rings?
Okay.
Sticking it too.
But the monogram, the two rings. Fuck, you guys
Yeah,
have got
yeah,
wiener on your
yeah.
mind.
Another.
Sorry to interrupt you. Let's back up a little bit. You had some big news.
What kind of segue?
No. We're backing up to the welding bottles. You got the hat on.
Yeah.
Tell them how you sealed the deal and you got Matco on board for some welding bottle hooks.
Yeah, I mean, don't give me all the credit. You had the idea. I just executed it, but
I guess it's about passing the torch a little bit here and teaching young grasshopper how to seal a deal. You
Pops has
know?
got enough going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So the macro guy stopped in on Monday and went on there. Asked him, gave him the opportunity with the welding bottle holders to sell them on his route to people. If he'd buy them in bulk, we'd give him a discount and he'd sell them for his price. And he was down for it. He was going to talk to his manager, hopefully in store. Nothing set in stone yet, but
Yeah.
hopefully soon.
We came up with a name for it.
Yeah, the bottle butler.
The bottle butler. Yeah. There you go.
Trademark that.
Yeah. Trademark that.
GM.
Yeah.
The bread and butter, which got me started in even plasma or laser, with the last 8 years of my life, it all started with ribbon holders. I've made probably 120 ribbon holders for horse agility, dock diving for dogs, wrestling, ballet, anything you can get a ribbon or a medal.
Yeah.
It's a way for you to display them on your wall for
Right.
a lot of people buying for their kids.
So now thinking of that, you've always told me it was, people would come to you and they wanted the silhouette of their dog that got the medals or their horse that got the medals. They'll send you a picture, you generate an image. Just thinking here as you were talking, I mean, kids with track and field getting medals, you can get a nice plaque cut for them, maybe a silhouette of them standing there, maybe a layout of their team logo with some hooks on it, and they can hang all their medals throughout the years. I mean, that wrestling, you get a medal, track and field, you get a medal. Just Christmas is coming around the corner, and reach out to Chris, and he'll help you walk through the process of designing that stuff. It's really neat what he does. So
You don't have to email them either. You can call the shop.
Call the shop,
We can
yeah.
get you in touch with them.
yeah.
Another big one is clothes hangers. So we're in the process of design. I've made a couple. I gave you one.
Yeah.
I had one in my race trailer where we could hang our helmets and our hoodies and whatever. We can put your last name or a logo or whatever on a coat hanger, and we bend the hooks. Or on the ones we're making for our Cintas clothes, it's got a round tube that comes out, and you can hang all the hangers on there. You can even put shorts up along the side. Those are cool.
Mm-hmm.
We are also working on peekaboos. It's probably our top seller so far.
Yeah, the peekaboos. Yeah,
The Trump and the Sasquatch.
I love my Sasquatch one.
yeah, the old flipping a bird.
Yeah, I made a Charlie Kirk one, but we could even put your face on one and have you on a fence post flipping people off.
I mean, I just go out to the road and do it.
Yeah, I might need one of them for by my house.
I mean, one thing that sets us apart from a lot of other companies that just go out and buy a plasma table and get a CD with 200,000 basic images.
Yeah,
I can actually design and put your face or whatever you want on basically anything metal.
yeah.
So if you've seen it anywhere on the internet or you've seen other people have it in their houses, whatever, take a picture. That's all I need. Send it to me. and we'll get something done.
Yeah, that back panel you made for in between the fenders on our new semi, you took an image of one of my semis from the past with the quick draw flatbed trailer on it, and you put that in your computer. You generated the image right off of a picture, and then that's cut in steel. We powder coated it, and that's a nice addition on that new truck. If people want to see it, check out our Facebook page, Vetting Customs. It's on there. It's a red semi. I had an idea for Chris, and he took it to the next level, and that's kind of the things he does around here. Yeah, above and beyond for our customers. So,
going back to the grills, we have more than just this base model grill that Matt ordered from us. We also have a deluxe version that has a bun warmer. I call it the bun warmer.
Bun warmer, yeah.
But it's got like an upper deck like you have on most grills. We also have a fold-up one.
Yep.
And we'll put pictures in here so you guys know what I'm talking about. But that one's just folds right up. You don't need to take any. You don't even need to assemble it.
Yep.
You could throw it over a fire at
the campground.
Or
Yeah.
even if you're just in some gravel and you throw some logs under there and start them on fire and you can cook whatever.
You've never started anything on fire before in your life, have you?
Not today.
Well, that's one of the big, that's one of the big things I see at the campgrounds. You show up and there's a pit there, but there's never anything to cook over. So that specific grill that you're talking about, it's got a handle on it. The legs swing in. You pick it up, swing the legs in. You can throw it in the bottom of your camper. It folds down flat. That particular application is something that I would want it for, is when we go camping and there's never a place to cook. You can have a fire, but this would be perfect to set up over the top of the fire. You could start a fire right on the ground and cook over it. It's a nice grill. I like the layout of what you did there.
I got the one I did because the fire pits, we do a lot of state park camping. Those pits are a little bit bigger. This grill will go over the top. I don't want to start it in that pit.
Yeah, just the grill grate alone for the one that Matt ordered is $50.
Yeah. And that would be perfect too to set on top of like a.
It's like 2 foot by 3 foot.
Yep, they usually got a rim in the ground or something, and that would sit right on top of there. That bun warmer rack set up for the deluxe version on that grill. I know you call it a bun warmer, but I'm always the type of guy. I got so many people over, and I'm cooking a bunch of shit for them, burgers, brats. I look at that rack as like, when these are done, I can put them up there so they stay warm while the other ones cook. That's kind of a nice setup there too.
People one up there soon.
Yeah, for New Year's. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the slow.
That's gonna be
Keeping your brat warm.
keeping your brat warm.
Yeah, I like to keep my brats warm up on there. My Johnsonvilles.
Yeah.
Your Johnson.
Also, we have a grape. I call it a grape grabber, but it has a bottle opener on it. Those are pretty cool too.
That's also known as a cook timer because you got 3 beers for a steak, 2 beers for a brat, 1 beer for a burger.
That's how that works. Yeah, but that device is kind of for the grill top, I would say. Yeah. So you're done grilling and you just want to sit around and enjoy your food over and have a fire. This correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, it locks in there. You kind of give it a turn, and then it's a handle to pick up that hot grill, and you can set it off to the side. It's a neat product. It really is. So
yeah, and it has a bottle opener worked into it.
Yeah, because you're always looking for one of them fucking things, Yeah.
The next thing I'll talk about is we are working on a prototype for traction bars. What happens? Axle wrap?
Yeah,
basically a bar that goes from the rear axle to up to the frame and stops your rear end from rotating and causing hopping.
Yeah.
They're burners?
Yeah, kind of for burno. It's kind of truck pulling guys use them a lot. We're doing kind of a universal set, Heim end on one end, a bushing, poly bushing on the other end. We're going to offer different, custom. You put Duramax inside, you put Cummins inside, you put Power Stroke inside. You got a name of your truck, you got a company logo for your business you want to put in the side of the traction bars, and then we're going to offer all of our different powder coating colors. We can powder coat the brackets that bolt to the frame, the traction bars themselves. You can do different colors on them. That's something Chris is going to have a set out here. We use Justin's truck as a model, so we'll have a set that fits 3/4 ton Chevy pickup trucks here real soon.
They're pretty much going to be pretty universal, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, on his truck, because he has airbags, we had to go to the U-bolts.
Yep.
So, I mean, that one would be pretty simple.
Right. It's kind of a cool thing you've been working on too, and then watching that as it goes on is neat to see it go through the processes and develop. So,
and then not just the plasma cutter, but we also do something like we did for Chad's neighbor. If you break something, bring it in, we can fix it. And 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be stronger than when you brought it in. We have MIG welding, TIG welding. We also have a handheld plasma. We do tube bending, so which means we could do chassis building or hot rods, race cars. We have a couple of brake presses for bending sheet metal, if you don't know what a brake press is.
yeah.
Bandsaws, drill presses. We do exhaust work we can put it back to stock, or we can straight pipe it to piss off your neighbor. And bar bending. Another thing, eventually once we get rolling here, I want to do custom made shepherd's hooks for the ladies.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
What if I want one?
you are a lady. Got that round part on there, the little hook, you know, you can put like a spider web in there, or a flower, or
Yeah.
your old man's name, you know.
Yeah.
shit like that.
What about the guy flipping you off?
That would work too.
Yeah.
Well, whatever the hell your heart desires, we can put it in there for you. So,
Basically, the gist of the fab department here is, what do you got? We can do it.
yeah, throw your ideas our way. I mean, I've never heard Chris say no, and I've never said no. And we seem to be able to work with anybody. Build whatever you want, whatever you got dreamed up, whatever you broke. I mean, we've fixed dump boxes, dump trailers, stretched frames here for semis. C-notching, lowering kits, air ride kits, lift kits, and the list goes on and on. But I think you touched base here, Chris, and gave our viewers a good idea of what we've been up to here, why we took a break in between season 1 and season 2 here, and now we got rolling again because we got this stuff set up. And we had a lot consuming our time between everybody at the shop. And now we've had time to kind of take a breath here, get around the table, have some beers together, and be able to tell everybody what we've been up to. So I want to move on to Matt now.
That's me.
And just let everybody know what's been going on here, what each tech's been working on, some of the projects we've been working on.
So just this week, I'm just going to touch on this week, because if I go back all the way when we stopped doing this, that's going to be...
No, I would just say this week.
So this week we got in the shop, if that's what you want to call it. Our Bronco 2 project is moving along. We got it ready to be fired up here shortly.
Training's back.
Training's back. All the stuff is back in. We got the exhaust back on it. All the stuff is ready to go there. Button up a couple electrical items, and hopefully we're cooking.
No, tranny, you mean transmission.
And not Matt's type of trannies.
And he said,
Yeah.
I hate you. I hate you. We got a Peterbilt on the other side there that we're working on. Customer's getting ready for sale, wants it looking sharp, put a new bumper on it, polish up the wheels, things like that. That's coming along nicely.
Yep.
New customer for us, but looking to be excited there.
Yeah, mostly mechanical stuff. I mean, as far as painting work, we've been done for about
3 months.
3 months now. Kind of had some unfortunate things, a lot of rework. Some unforeseen circumstances happened throughout the years, I would say.
Yeah.
And we had to make a difficult decision to shut that down. Lost some valuable employees. Everybody left on good terms. There's some different opportunities were presented to these guys, and they took it. And I've always told people, I can't hold you here. If I held you here, I wouldn't be a good boss. You have to get out and experience some other things. A lot of these guys were younger. I always left the door open that if things don't work out, and who knows, years from now, we may start back up again. But as for now, hiring and being able to manage a separate shop was getting very difficult for us with the staff we had here. So we got away from the painting thing. So, I mean, when you call, there's things that we can do now where we're concentrating on 100% mechanical. It's got to be bolt on, replace. We're still doing some sandblasting stuff and some powder coating stuff, but as far as custom paint, restoration work, automotive paint itself, we don't have anybody capable or the skill set to do it besides myself, and I'm strapped pretty thin the way it is. So anything I've done so far has been my own personal stuff. We had some projects that, in the past here that we got to button up. There's a Chevy Love truck over there yet that's got to be striped, but this is all stuff that I do at night to just get it buttoned up, So I know we've had some calls.
Things that we'll do,
yeah.
spraying bed liners,
some stuff like that. It's more the stuff that John and Keith can do. Go over their powder coat. John's good with some of the industrial painting, but as far as, like I said, automotive paint matching, collision work, insurance work, we've stepped aside here, and I've been friends with Lee Leishner down at Valder's Auto Body for years. We've been referring everybody down there. Hopefully Lee's getting some work from us. Like I said, I always like to see other people do well and succeed, and Lee was one of my mentors. He stood up in my wedding, and I hope that the people we're sending down there, he's getting some work off of us. I mean, this was never about competing with anybody when we came to Valder's. It was about us doing our own thing and providing good customer service. I didn't want to take anything away from anybody. So I hope that there's no hard feelings with anybody in the area throughout the years. Because like I said, with us shutting down, we've had no problem with sending work to area shops around here and people that I've known for years. So I have seen some comments and some things on Facebook because of the jobs we're still doing. There's some confusion and people think that we're still doing them jobs that are here, but these jobs that they're assuming we're doing paint work, there's no paint work involved in these. So
watch your own bobber.
Yeah. Good point, Chris. I mean, it always makes me laugh because you get these messages or you get these comments and they're trolling you, but they're never hitting the like button, or they're never sharing it, or they're never willing to help out that small business. You can go to McDonald's and they can fuck up your value meal 100 times and these people go back. But the one time we do a mistake here, we are ran through the ringer. It's hard for a small business to recover from that talk, that negativity, and these people never go and tell people good. It's always the freaking bad.
It's not just here, though.
I know it's not just here. It's in general, and it's one of the things that drives me nuts. I will put my heart and soul into helping another small business owner any way I can possible. I'll walk around with no shirt on. I'll take the shirt right off my fucking back to help people.
That's concerning, isn't it?
And you got people that come, they're on your Facebook posts and they're screenshotting shit and they're sending you stuff and it's just negative. But they'll never tell the social media world the 100 good things you did for them, or the time you bent over backwards, or the time that they had their vehicle in there and you said, oh, hey, while it's here, we'll just cover that for you. We won't charge you, but we'll just take care of it for you. But then the one time you can't do something for them, they're all over ramming you through the ground. And being in small business and not having a big corporate environment, it's hard to recover from that stuff. It really is. And nobody ever comes and asks the other side of the story. Right. Well, I heard this from so-and-so. What's your guys' take on it? No, they just saddle up and ride that train and run you into the ground, and you never get your chance to explain anything. So I guess part of this podcast is through these episodes, if I got this stuff in my mind, I'm going to bring it up, and I don't care what people think. I don't care what they think about what I'm saying. I'm just going to spit facts here and how that affects not only the small business owner, but you got to look at the people that work for that small business. You're taking food off of their plate. You're taking money away from their family by running negative shit through the ground that causes these people not to bring business to this place, and then these employees don't have work. That's what sucks. So that's my take on that whole deal, and I didn't mean to interrupt your segment, Matt, but
no, you're good.
That gets hard it gets hard throughout the years. So there's my take on that whole thing. Go ahead and continue your segment,
all
Matt.
Right.
But
well, I'm going to try to figure out where the hell I left off here.
You were on the septic truck here.
Bumper on a septic truck there. We got a 66 Bel Air build that's been in a family heirloom since 1966. His grandma bought it new.
Yeah.
But we're making headway on there. She took out the little V8 and put a 383 stroker in it, and we're making headway on that one. So that's cool photo.
I know we talked about that project in season 1, right?
Yeah.
So So you're going to have some viewers that are going to say,
It's still here.
it's still here. I guess I want to explain how this works around here. We get a project. We quote them an amount, estimated amount. They'll bring the vehicle here. We require 50% down. We'll work and order parts up to that point.
Yep.
And then as the deposit gets down, we require another down payment to ensure that that customer is committed to that job. And it helps with cash flow to pay our employees, pay our parts bill, because these projects do.
We have invested.
Well, they do get strung out and they take time. Let's get down to it. I mean, these parts aren't easy to find on some of these older vehicles.
It's not like what you see on TV.
It's not, and that's that's another thing that people get out of this whole thing is, I can drop my car off and in 2 weeks they got a full restoration done because I seen it on Bitchin' Rides or I seen it on Texas Metal. That's not how it works.
And let's face it, especially with this particular customer, life happens.
Yes.
Things
Yes.
get in the way.
Yes.
This obviously he's not daily driving a 66.
No.
So his other car had some issues and et cetera.
So yeah, chiming in on that, Matt, you get the motor in, you get the stuff installed. Now there's a whole nother batch of parts we got to order. We got to order fuel line fittings. We got to order fuel line. We need to order a pre-made inline tube brake line kit for this car.
The fuel injection
system. So Keith has been pounding away kind of on that project from start to finish. Chris did some welding on it. There was a tranny mount that was rotted out. Got that repaired. It's down to its final stages. But when we get to this point where we're already in the winter, if this customer doesn't want us to transport it back in an enclosed trailer, we'll gladly keep it here until spring, be able to drive it, give it some road miles, make sure it's 100% dialed in before we give it back to the customer.
Correct. Another one is there's some sentimental value to this customer's Saab. He's got the motor, the tranny out. He wants that rebuilt. He's building that a little bit bigger. Kind of a unique project there. And then just some run-of-the-mill stuff that we got, if anybody who knows anything about the F-150 series, the EcoBoost, we got to put 2 new turbos on it after we did cam phasers. So that was a little bit strange there. Not really strange, but, slight battle there.
Well, and the biggest battle is working with the warranty company.
Yeah.
Correct.
I spent a bunch of time with them. We've had 3 times the inspectors were out here for that particular one, but at the end of the day, we're still battling for our customer to try to get it to where they don't have to pay us to do the job when they've already paid their service contract people. So we work with all kinds of service contracts, Route 66, American Shield, Auto Shield. Yeah.
I don't want to take anything away from the warranty companies because when you buy a vehicle, that is a good thing to have.
Correct.
But there's some good ones and there's some bad ones.
Correct.
And they will go through that estimate that we provide them to do that job 100% right in our eyes, and they will take parts off. Mm-hmm. They'll want you to reuse this. They won't want you to put a new oil filter on. And them are the things that Matt goes to bat for our customer to ensure that when they get that vehicle, it is fixed correct, and they ain't going to have any further issues, because then when the further issues come, that company isn't going to, they're not going to back that, they do things and they ask questions and they set you up to answer them wrong. And that's why we take over and Matt goes to battle with them to make sure we're getting the right stuff here, the right parts, to ensure that they're getting what they pay for.
Those service contracts aren't cheap.
Yeah, they're not cheap. And it's a back and forth battle. A lot of times we win. Sometimes we have to negotiate with them, but that's where a lot of Matt's time comes into play is going to battle with these guys and trying to get it right for our people, our customers. So, yeah.
And the other big one that we got right now is a Duramax farm truck. He's got a power issue. It is a 2019, so there is some DEF issues and things like that, but he's using it on the farm, pulling some heavy loads, not going on the highway, so we got to put it into the regen and try to get that emission stuff cleaned out of it and get him back on the road where he can go over 35 miles an hour again.
Yeah.
But that's
just what you got?
Just a glimpse of what we got. I mean, we got other stuff, oil changes, brakes, tire rotations, alignments, all that stuff that we do here on a daily basis is,
I did hear a rumor today that we're extending the oil change promo for Valder's football team.
That is factual.
Yeah. $5 from every oil change. Still going to go to Valdez Vikings football team. Even though they didn't make the playoffs, we're going to extend it all the way through the state championship game of the playoffs. And we're hoping that what we did here with the Bad Apple Car Show and them volunteering, helping us park cars, we collected a good chunk of money there. The oil change program, thanks to our wonderful customers that have come in and supported. The teachers at the school have been fantastic. Some of the guys are going up and picking up vehicles for the teachers while they're at work, getting them done, getting them back. We're hoping we got a good fat check here to give the Valdez football team, get them the equipment, get them whatever they need so they can get their asses over to the playoffs next year and experience what going to state really means. And John Lenz has been doing a fantastic job with them young men up there at Valdez, and his first year as coach. He might not be happy with it, but I think all of us parents and all of us people that support here in Valdez are very happy with the direction the football program's going under his leadership. So I just wanted to mention that a little bit.
Watch for that on Facebook. We will do a check presentation to them.
Just check our Facebook page a lot. Keith and Justin are on there hardcore now.
You, I, John, for sure will all be involved in that. We'll bring some of the guys from the shop that actually put in the legwork to do that and make that all happen for them.
I want to.
And again, next year, correct me if I'm wrong, but I got it on my docket that we are going to pick another something from Valdez schools, and we'll do the same thing again with them.
Yes, we will do. We'll do something with the schools again. If it's FFA, Tech Ed up there, we're going to do something again next school year for the kids. We started this last year. We continued it this year with the football team. We'll end up picking some organization to help out. We are I've always been very involved in the Valdez community. Not my hometown, but where my heart is. And I like giving back to the community. Our community gives so much to us. I would like to give back to the community, and we're finally in a position with being here with this new shop that we can give back to them and do little things to help out wherever we can. And it's always meant a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to you guys too. So
yeah, my kids enrolled in the school. Your kids went to the school. You went to the school, so that makes a difference, especially in the extracurriculars where they don't have the budget that they used to.
Yep, that's true.
The school doesn't pay for any of the football program.
No.
It's all fundraisers and...
fundraisers and...
we don't have a booster club, so...
Yeah.
I mean, they're selling the banners now this year. You got one up there. I mean, that goes pretty far. I mean, Andrews was pretty excited to get a new helmet this year. I mean, and he had concussions the last 2 years, and this year he didn't have one. So, I mean... It does help. It
helps. The evolution of the new equipment and the engineering they put into this stuff, it's money well spent.
I mean, I did have to look at.
So I want to touch on a couple things before we finish here today, and it'll kind of end the program. I just want to talk about each guy that works here now and the role that they play in Vetting Customs. I mean, you got Brandon. He started out really young here. Throughout the time he's been here, he's shining as one of our top techs. He's in the shop. He's knocking stuff out. He's hitting deadlines that he needs to hit. Very minimal rework. I can't remember the last time we've had rework at this shop. I mean, things are just dialed in, and it seems like we're hitting our marks. You go into Justin. Justin came here as just a marketing guy. He started out, we're gonna say he's one of the guys that was a broom pusher. Even though he didn't push a broom, he was lower salary, lower hourly wage, came in just to do marketing. Part-time, ended up to be a full-time gig. We lost one of our good guys. Parker Hutchins left. We all like Parker. He was a great guy. Did a great job around here. Parker still stops in. He's one of them guys that left the right way. Justin came to me and Matt, and he said, "Hey, I wouldn't mind taking that technician spot." So he came in, and he's wowed me with his wiring skills. He does our Intoxilocks. He does all of our HP tuning. We've had some vehicles that came in here where we do DOD delete and them things, and we got to reflash the computer. Justin will write a custom tune for it, take it down the road, dial everything in. Just amazing to see how these kids, I'm going to call them kids because I'm getting up there in age now, but how their skill set comes out and how they shine and what they're doing for us. Keith, going to college, comes in here. He does our marketing. He does all of our graphic design stuff. There isn't a job that we can't put Keith on. Matt puts him on everything. He comes in here. He does a great job. His skill set is amazing. You got Chris come on board. He's was come on to clean up things at the body shop. Due to losing some guys, we shut that down. We reestablished things, went to the drawing board, ended up with the plasma table. He's doing the things that he used to do and loves doing. Matt is still holding everything together for us. Still on the floor helping out when he can, taking care of all the stuff on the back end, scheduling work, ordering parts, making sure the right stuff's here, answering the technicians' questions. You got Kim at the front desk. I get so many compliments on her and how our customer service and how friendly she is and the things that she does for the guys, and make sure she's printing off schematics and answering their right parts things. And now we added a guy that I wanted to bring out and bring attention to too. Rowan Keenan came on board. He's 19 years old like Keith. He comes to us from Van de Hey Brantmeyer there in Chilton. Has GM certifications, went to a bunch of diesel classes, worked at a trucking company where he went to the Kenworth program. He went to Thermo King to work on reefer trailers, knows DOT inspections, all that stuff. So these are all things I wanted to bring up to our viewers, that you still this day, being in business as long as we have, you got people that walk through the door and say, well, I didn't know you guys did that. So that's a big hurdle that we're trying to get over. So I think this podcast, for the people that watch, will understand that we will do everything from changing your taillight to tearing your stuff completely down, tear the engine out, rebuild the engine, transmission, drivetrain, engine diagnostics, everything. So am I missing anybody?
Just added another scanner?
Added another scanner. Rowan bought another scanner. I want to talk about Johnny, our YA guy. He's the only YA guy we got. My son, John. John does a lot of powder coating for Chris. He's been doing all of our aluminum polishing. He's helping me get this truck that I want to sell ready. John's kind of the guy that if we need to send him over to the other shop, we can send him over there and not have to watch him, and he gets it done, and then he reports back to us. But his schedule this year is kind of screwed up, the limited time that they gave him for the YA program. It's hard for him to get here, get going, get changed, and get back to school. So he's kind of limited. So every time he comes to me and says, Dad, I don't have school on Friday, I'm like, hell yeah, we're going to get full potential out of John. But just a great group. I wanted to bring that up. Just a great group of guys here, and always got smiling customers. Our customers, I'm so thankful for them that walk through the door. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here. So
No, I'd probably be flipping burgers or something.
what I'd be doing.
I don't think that's I don't remember it at a career day.
But with that being said, I'm going to end this episode. Thank you all for watching. Tune in next week. Like, subscribe, follow on our Facebook page, and give us some suggestions on topics that you guys want to hear us talk about. Thanks again.